Imagine a country where nature's fury has played out time and time again, where the earth shakes violently beneath your feet, skies darken with fierce storms, and the very landscape seems to be caught in a relentless battle between creation and destruction. This is not a scene from a disaster movie. This is real life, unfolding again and again in the same place, the most disaster-stricken country on Earth. Welcome back to Fan Society, the channel that takes you on a journey through the world's most extraordinary places and stories. Today, we explore a land marked by catastrophe, yet defined by resilience, where every natural disaster writes a new chapter in human endurance. This is the story of the country that has endured more disasters than any other on the planet, a place that has been shaken, flooded, and battered more times than you could imagine. Prepare yourself for an immersive journey through history, geography, and human spirit as we uncover the true face of the world's most disaster-prone nation. 1. The country with nature's harshest trials. When we talk about natural disasters, countries like Japan, Indonesia, or the United States often come to mind. But the title for the most disaster-hit country belongs to none other than Bangladesh, a small, low-lying country in South Asia, squeezed between India and Myanmar. Why Bangladesh? Its geography and climate create a perfect storm of disaster risk factors. A vast network of rivers that flood during the monsoon season. A location right on the edge of the Bay of Bengal, exposed to tropical cyclones. Soft delta soil prone to erosion and land loss. Climate change amplifying the severity of floods and storms. Over the past century, Bangladesh has faced devastating floods, cyclones, and even deadly riverbank erosions that swallow entire villages. But these disasters have only forged a nation with remarkable resilience. 2. The deadliest cyclone in history, the 1970 Bola cyclone. One of the most catastrophic natural disasters ever recorded struck Bangladesh on November 13, 1970, the Bola cyclone. This storm was not just a cyclone, it was a monstrous force of nature that changed history. Winds exceeding 115 miles per hour. A storm surge over 10 feet high. More than 500,000 people lost their lives, making it the deadliest tropical cyclone in recorded history. Entire coastal communities were wiped out in hours. Houses, farms, and infrastructure vanished under the deadly waves. The disaster's scale was so immense that it even influenced political upheaval, eventually contributing to the independence of Bangladesh from Pakistan. What is chilling about the Bola cyclone is how unprepared the world was. Early warning systems were minimal, and the response was slow, turning a natural event into a human catastrophe. 3. Floods that submerge a nation. If cyclones are the fiercest sudden disaster, flooding is the slow, relentless enemy Bangladesh battles every year. The country is shaped by 3 major rivers, the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna, which swell with monsoon rains and melting Himalayan snow. Around 20% of Bangladesh's land is underwater during monsoon floods. In some years, floods have submerged up to 70% of the country. The 1998 floods affected over 30 million people, nearly 1/5 of the population. Floods wash away homes, destroy crops, and create deadly waterborne diseases. But they also bring fertile soil, essential for agriculture, making the relationship between Bangladeshis and floods complex. 4. Riverbank erosion, when land disappears. Beyond the floods and cyclones, Another lesser-known but terrifying disaster stalks Bangladesh: riverbank erosion. Imagine waking up one day to find your home, your farmland, and your village slowly disappearing into the river. Each year, around 50,000 people lose their homes to erosion. Entire villages have vanished, forcing mass displacement. Erosion destroys infrastructure, roads, and schools, uprooting communities. This creeping disaster creates social and economic instability, pushing people into poverty and forcing many to migrate to cities, creating new challenges. 5. Earthquakes, a hidden threat. While Bangladesh is not as famous for earthquakes as its neighbor Nepal, it sits near several seismic fault lines. Scientists warn that a major earthquake could strike at any time, especially in the northern regions. The 1897 Assam earthquake caused significant destruction in Bangladesh. Future quakes pose risks to millions living in vulnerable structures. Urban areas like Dhaka face increased risks due to rapid, unplanned growth. Though earthquakes are less frequent, the potential for a major one adds another layer of tension in this disaster-prone country. 6. Human stories, resilience amid ruin. Behind every statistic is a human story. Stories of families who lost everything yet rebuilt their lives, of communities that come together amid ruins, and of the relentless spirit that refuses to give up. NGOs and government programs have developed early warning systems. Cyclone shelters now protect millions during storms. Innovative floating schools and homes adapt to floods. In the face of devastation, Bangladesh showcases resilience and adaptation, a testament to human courage in a harsh environment. 7. Lessons from Bangladesh, a model for disaster preparedness. Despite the overwhelming challenges, Bangladesh is now considered a global leader in disaster risk reduction. Community-based early warning systems, investment in cyclone shelters and flood defenses, innovative technology like mobile alerts and flood-resilient crops. The country's journey from tragedy to preparedness offers valuable lessons to the world as climate change increases natural disasters globally. The land of endless struggles and unyielding spirit. Bangladesh may be the most disaster-stricken country in the world, but it is also a land of unyielding spirit and remarkable courage. Each catastrophe leaves scars, but also strengthens the fabric of its people and communities. Next time you hear about floods, cyclones, or erosion, think of Bangladesh, a place where nature tests humanity's limits, and where the battle between destruction and survival unfolds every day. Thank you for joining us on Fan Society. If this story of resilience and survival fascinated you, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more incredible journeys into the world's most extraordinary places. Where should we explore next? Comment below.